What's up, you guys? It is me, Mother Keisha, and I'm here with an early review of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I actually watched the first episode yesterday, so I'm going to do a review on the whole entire first episode of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. This is season 1, episode 1. Before you all even get a chance to watch it, let me say that it is worth the watch. Mona Scott has done it again. I give this cast an A+. Like, it really kept me interested throughout the whole entire hour-long episode. I'm here for it. Okay, so the show starts off with none other than Teairra Marie. And Teairra Marie in her size F-cup titties come on the screen in this bathing suit. And she's talking about her non-existent R&B career. Why she hasn't went on R&B Divas yet, I don't understand. I need for her to understand that, like, her career is never going to take off again, especially after being on this show and her showing her ratchet ass on this show. Nobody is going to pick her up and give her a record deal unless it's like Po Boy Records or Dick 'em Down Records. I don't know, but it ain't no major label gonna get this girl no record deal after the way she gets on here and acts a coon ass, Bama ass mess on this show. And then we're introduced to her roommate and cast member Hazel E. Now Hazel E reminds me of Humpty Hump. Like, she has a Humpty Hump nose and she just looks like Humpty Hump with a blonde wig on. She's very funny looking. And we find out that Hazel E is a former publicist. She was a publicist, I think, for like Chris Brown and some other damn people. I don't know. And now she is trying to be a rapper. Yeah, rapper. The bitch is like 95 years old and trying to rap, and girl, if you want to reach for the stars, reach for the motherfucking moon. Then we find out that Hazel E and Teairra Marie are roommates. Yeah, roommates. Roommates. These two golden girls, Dorothy and Blanche, like, you two bitches are way too old to be living with each other. Like, y'all ain't got y'all shit together that y'all can have y'all own spot, like, at this age. Like, then we find out that Teairra Marie and Ray J have recently broke up like 10 months prior to the show airing. And the reason why they broke up is because she found numbers and pictures of other women in his phone, and she wowed the fuck out on some DMX shit and stole the shit out this nigga, and he broke up with her. And for some strange reason, this psycho thinks that they're going to get back together. Yeah, she's crazy. Then we're introduced to Morgan, who is Ray J's personal assistant, and she's some other celebrities' personal assistant. And from the first episode, she's a very beautiful girl. She's a single mom. She seems like she has her shit together for the most part. She seems like she has a level head. And we see her waiting on Ray J to arrive at the venue that they're scouting for Ray J's launch party of RayJ.com. Yeah, RayJ.com is having a launch party. Okay. And Ray J arrives late, and he just seems to me like he's narcissistic, like he's an asshole. He just seems like the type of nigga that know he's fine, know he got a big dick, know how to use it, and he got paper. That is the worst nigga to ever get with. A nigga that know he fine, know he got a big dick, know how to slang that dick, and got paper. Run as fast as you can, because this nigga will make your life a fucking miserable hell. That is the worst type of nigga to deal with, because he is all about himself, and he knows that he has options and that you are basically replaceable. So run from niggas like that. Then we find Ray J and Morgan having a conversation about Teairra Marie, because he invites Teairra Marie to this launch party for RayJ.com. And Morgan is like, basically like, why are you inviting this bitch? Well, Morgan, he's inviting her because Mona Scott and the white man with the beard told him to. The producers told him to invite this crazy bitch. And so she's like, you know she's gonna turn up, you know. Now, this is what I have a problem with, because when Teairra Marie was on Love and Hip Hop New York, she played the character of being very classy. She wasn't going to fight. She seemed like she had her shit together. Now on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, she's playing this psycho crazy, turn up, I'm going to beat your ass type bitch. So now I'm wondering, who the fuck is the real Teairra Marie? The real Teairra Marie, please the fuck stand up, because I don't know which one is real. Was she playing a character on Love and Hip Hop New York, or is she playing a character on this show? So I guess we will find out as the season progresses. Then we're introduced to Omarion from B2K and his girlfriend slash baby mama April. They're at the doctor's office having a checkup, and as they're talking, we come to find out that Omarion's mother, Miss Leslie, and his current girlfriend slash baby mama April do not get along, and we don't know really the basis of why they get along, but Omarion basically comes at April on some shit where you need to be the bigger person, you need to, you know, try to make things right with my mama. And I get so sick and tired of niggas always feeling like the girl needs to bite her tongue for his ratchet, ghetto ass, ignorant ass mama. If your mama is in the wrong, then you as a son need to check your goddamn mama and stop thinking that mothers get a pass. Because, and to much of my chagrin, here comes Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy comes on the screen and my stomach starts to churn like I need to go take a shit. This nigga is so fucking country. He is a hot, coon-tastic ass mess. He looks like a turd I shitted out. He looks like an ant. He looks like a beetle. He just looks crusty and musty. He looked like everything he had on came from the goddamn flea market. His jewelry looks fake. He looked like he got that jewelry from one of them kiosks that be in the middle of the mall. They say them fake ass platinum chains and shit to these wannabe rich ass niggas. And he just looks a mess. And so Soulja Boy tells us his full resume of him being a rapper, a producer, an astronaut, a chef, an actor, and I'm like, nigga, what have you ever acted in? Because I ain't never seen your ass in shit, so no. And then we're introduced to his girlfriend, who is Teddy Riley from Blackstreet and the R&B group Guys' daughter. Her name is Nia, and they've been dating off and on for like 9 years. And I was left with wondering, is this the same daughter that accused Teddy Riley of slapping the shit out of her a few years back and like called the police or some shit? So somebody out there, please do some digging and find out if this is the damn daughter. And basically, she comes at Soulja Boy on some shit like, what are we doing? Like, what are we? And ladies, let me tell you this. If you have to ask a nigga what the fuck y'all doing, y'all ain't doing shit. You are just a homie, lover, friend. You're somebody that he kicks it with and he fucks, and that's it. If a nigga straight cares for you and wants you in his life, you will know that. There's nothing to even question. So the fact that she had to even ask that, I was like, oh Lord, here we go. And then she tells him, you know what? You need to get rid of the hoes. You need to like leave these bitches alone. We gotta dead that. Once again, if you have to tell a nigga to get rid of his hoes and his side bitches, y'all don't need to be together, dummy. Scott already is playing the shit out of Teairra Marie on this show. They are amping her up to be this psycho bitch. When she comes onto the screen, they start playing Iggy Azalea's Black Widow song, and I about near damn died because this girl is playing right into the psycho ex-girlfriend role. She hits up Ray J, and she's like, I'm on my way to come see you and come talk to you. I'll be there in 5 minutes. And Ray J responds back and says, stay outside in the parking lot. I'll be out to talk to you. This nigga didn't even want her ass to come to the motherfucking building because he knew Sonya Norwood was in the other room, and Sonya ain't playing that shit. Sonya will beat his ass and her ass in 2.2 seconds. So Ray J was fucking scared for his life. He goes outside to meet up with Teairra Marie because she feels some type of way about them being broke up and about the fact that he hasn't reached out and contacted her since they broke up, and the fact that he's moved on with somebody else. And apparently she has some things that are still left at his house that she wants back. And so she shows up and she gets up out this car with this pencil skirt on with a goddamn bird skin rug on the front, looking like Snuffleupagus on her crotch. And I'm like, who the fuck styled this girl? Y'all dance one-hit wonder ass R&B divas need to stop letting these Instagram stylists style y'all asses, because that skirt was a fucking failure. Teairra Marie gets to saying to him, you know what, I thought at least we were friends, And Ray J was looking at her like, yeah, we are friends, but basically I moved the fuck on. And Teairra Marie starts crying, and basically she runs to the car and she like, fuck you, Ray J. How the fuck you gonna say some shit like that to me? You happy without me? You happy? Really? And he like, yeah. Ladies, let me tell you one thing. If you want to look like a fool and a psycho crazy bitch in front of a nigga, do what the fuck Teairra Marie did. I'm telling you all, crying, begging, trying to talk to a nigga does nothing. You end up looking crazy like Teairra Marie is on this goddamn show. I'm telling you, if you want a nigga back, don't cry, don't beg, don't try to talk to this motherfucker. Act like this nigga is 6 feet under, like he is dead. Ignore the fuck out of him. That's what get niggas. When you act like they don't fucking exist, when you don't hit them up, when you see them out in public, you hit them with the deuce and keep it moving. That's what get their ass. She's showing too much emotion, and all that crying and carrying on that she does only lets Ray J know you still want me, and I can still put my dick in your mouth whenever the fuck I feel like it. And then I'm sitting up there looking like, girl, you sitting up here crying over a nigga named Ray J. Oh my God. Then we're introduced to Lil Fizz, who was a member of B2K as well. And Lil Fizz, little yellow pound cake ass, has grown the fuck up, and he is sexy as fuck. That little light skinned dream can get it. I would sit on that buttercream dick at any given time of the damn day. He can fucking get it. And we learned that Lil Fizz has a son by this girl by the name of Moniece, who's actually a cast member on the show as well. And he has they were together, and apparently they got into some kind of altercation where the girl Moniece tried to break out the windows of his car while he had the son with him. And so he went to court and filed for full custody of the son. The courts gave him temporary full custody. He had full custody for like a year and a half, and then they went back to court, and the court gave them both joint custody. So, but basically, even now they both have joint custody, he still has the son 6 days out of the week, and she only gets him 1 day. So basically, she's an unfit ass mama that ain't got her shit in her life and her priorities together. And he don't want to have shit to do with her. He just want to take care of his son. They have a volatile relationship, so he doesn't even want to deal with her. And then we're introduced to Moniece, who basically co-signs everything that he said, that she's basically unstable. She doesn't have her shit together. She's sitting up here trying to come up with a sex toy line where you get a dildo that goes up to 107 degrees in heat. Let me tell you something. Anybody that's crazy enough to put a dildo up their ass or in their pussy that goes up to 107 degrees in heat needs to be shot. You need to go sit in the corner and have several fucking seats. This girl has too much time on her hands. Instead of sitting up here coming up with these dildos and shit, bitch, you need to be spending more time with your goddamn son. Oh my God. Then we go back to Lil Fizz and Nia ass, and they're in the kitchen. They're talking about how they want to move in together, and we find out that Nia just moved back to LA, and she's staying with her mama, and she feels as though like she got to move because living with mama is just too much for her. But the shocker comes, and wait for it. Dun, 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 dun. Nia has a 1-year-old daughter by some other nigga that ain't even Soulja Boy, doing their on again, off again ass relationship. She wouldn't have had a baby, and now she's sitting up here talking about moving in with this nigga. Nia, you need to get your priorities straight, ma'am. How about get your own goddamn place, girl, instead of moving from pillar to post? I hate when girls do this shit. Get your shit together. Get your coins stacked up instead of going living with this nigga. And you know y'all gonna be back into it. You know y'all gonna break up, and then you're gonna be moving back in with your mama and got your baby going from this house, this house, this house. Then we're finally introduced to Miss Leslie, and I'm sorry, but Miss Leslie looked like a strong ass crackhead. She looked like her and Jim Jones' mama could be sisters. Only thing she's missing is the red Kool-Aid dyed her. She is a mess. She comes over to Omarion and April's new house, and immediately she gives April the stink face. As soon as April opens the door to greet her, she looking at her like, hey. So Miss Leslie comes in, and April's being so nice and kind to her, and basically Miss Leslie tells her, bitch, I was here before you. when I got sick, because she's apparently been like dealing with seizures and shit like that. When I got sick, Omarion said that he would help take care of my bills and my medical expenses like any good child would do. And she basically feels some type of way towards April, because she feels like ever since April and he have moved into this new house and they got this baby on the way, that Omarion has been slacking up on helping her. Well, Miss Leslie, please get it together. Omarion is not your man. He does not have to take care of you. That is something that he did out of the kindness and goodness of his heart as a son. But I hate when these mamas think that their kids are supposed to take care of them. No, ma'am. You are a grown woman. And just like you walked your stank ass to that door doing this and shit, you can go out and get a damn job and take care of yourself. You ain't that damn sick. You up here acting evil and shit. And we find out that April has even helped with her medical and bills expenses as well. So she has no reason not to like this girl. So then at the end of the show, we get back to Ray J's launch party for RayJ.com. Why Ray J thinks he needs to have a launch party for RayJ.com, I don't know. Why this nigga thinks that anybody's checking for a RayJ.com. But okay. Godspeed. We're finally introduced to Ray J's new girlfriend named Princess. Yes. Princess. Everybody's there. It's a packed house. Morgan, the assistant, is there. And then Teairra Marie and Hazel E show up. Teairra Marie is on drink number 11. She is toasted. She is ready to turn up. She got that Jesus juice in her fucking veins and she is ready to go. And we see Morgan and Princess over to the side, and Princess pulls out her cell phone and was like, look y'all, you know the shit that Teairra Marie left at Ray house? Well, I went through her fucking purse and it's the shit I found in her purse before I threw that shit away. So apparently she went in Teairra Marie's purse and she took pictures of the things she saw inside. And apparently there was some BV cream, which I don't know what the fuck that is, and some like Massengill or some Monistat creams and shit. Apparently the girl had a yeast infection. She's showing everybody, she like these. And Teairra Marie pulls Ray J to the side and she basically steps to him on some shit where she wants a check for all the shit that his new girlfriend threw away. And Ray J looking at her like, bitch, have you lost your fucking mind? I'm the one that bought you all that shit. I'm not giving you a check for some shit I bought and paid for. Girl, bye. You just trying to find a reason to talk to me because you still want this dick. And so Princess comes over and she's like, is this what you talking about? Is this the shit that you talking about, bitch? Is this what you looking for? Is this what you looking for? What is all this BV cream, this masking? You yeast infection asshole. You itchy pussy asshole. And Teairra Marie was like, gone girl, gone bitch, because this ain't what you want. Move, ain't nobody talking to you. So then, Princess says something deep in. Next thing you know, the drink that Teairra Marie had in her hand, she threw it at the girl's face. She tried to lunge at her, but the security guards were there. The fight was broken up, and then the episode went off, and I was sitting there like, oh my God, and this was episode 1. What the fuck are we in for? This shit is crazy. We haven't even seen like 3 of the other cast members yet that are going to be on the show. So all in all, season 1, episode 1 of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood was all that in a bag of chips. It snatched my edges so bad I had to put this scarf on because I did not want y'all to see the damage.